Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is super exciting to see you today. I'm currently in my boardroom at my office and I wanted to talk today about how to make next year, so 2025, your best year yet. So how you can achieve all your goals, reach your dreams, and generally just achieve more in life and get more out of life. That's what we all want to do, and when it comes to the beginning of a new year, it's definitely that time to reflect and push forward with like renewed enthusiasm. In this video I wanted to talk about the strategies and things that I personally use, what's worked for me in the past and should hopefully, fingers crossed, work for me still in the future. So let's get started. So first and foremost, I think it's really important to analyse where you are. Like analyse your whole life as such, all the different aspects of life, because life is not one dimensional. It has so many different aspects, from your career and finances to personal relationships, general personal life, social life, then your own health, well-being, fitness. There's just so many different aspects, and I think now is a good time to really just step back and see where you're at. Maybe even give yourself a score in all of these different areas. That can be really helpful, and it's something that I've actually done quite a few times, because if you give yourself a score, it's like a way of measuring where you're at, and you can measure as you go along. It works for some people. So just have a think in all these different areas where you're at. How are you progressing? Some will probably be better than others. That's the reality, but you need to have like a starting point to be able to then push forward from there and measure how you're getting on and how you're improving throughout the year ahead. So once you've sorted out where you are, it's then a good time to say, right, I'm going to start setting these goals. I'm going to set myself goals for the next year ahead. I think it's quite helpful actually to split them out. So split and break them down. So you'd split it so that it would be by the 31st of December 2025, but then you would also split it out into, say, monthly goals. So it's not just like one huge goal that you have to achieve in all these different aspects of your life, but you can split it out into kind of micro goals. So say you want to earn a certain amount within a year. So say you want to earn, I don't know, £120,000, $120,000. And you can split that into, right, I know I need to earn $10,000 a month to reach my target. And it makes it a little bit more manageable, rather than getting to October, November or December and thinking, oh my God, I've still got 100,000 to make up. It's a way of breaking these goals down into smaller steps and making them effectively more manageable and more doable. So that's what I would recommend, and it's worked for me in the past, rather than letting goals just sort of run away with you almost. This makes a massive difference. The next thing that I always do is embrace a growth mindset, a growth mentality, because you need to be continuously learning. Try and learn something new each day. That's what I try to do. And the thing is now, like with the internet and with podcasts and with all these courses and everything, there is so much material. It's almost like too much material, but there can't really be any excuse for not learning new things. It's all about having that mindset that you're open to it. So rather than scrolling for hours on social media, if you can set yourself a goal of, I'm going to listen to this podcast every day, or I'm going to listen to a podcast, I'm going to listen to this audiobook. Just if you can do that and set yourself up, it really, really helps. And the more you learn, as they say, knowledge is power. The more you learn, the easier life gets. That's something that I've found. There's so much information out there, on the internet. It's phenomenal. But you got to tap into it and not get too overwhelmed by the information overload. So I typically choose a few key sources, a few key people who I'd really want to be learning from, and then just continuously follow their content. And I found that to work very, very well. Then try to include like daily habits, better, improved daily habits if you can. So it can be something super simple, super easy. Just like, right, I'm going to journal for 5 minutes every day, and try and stick to it, and keep doing it. And it's that continuous improvement and the continuity and discipline of doing that will bring you such incredible results and bring amazing things to your life. It's not so much like being motivated for one day or a week or a month. It's about having that continuity and to keep super focused on what you're doing. So consistency and continuity are going to bring you so many more results than just a couple of days or a couple of weeks of really intense effort on something and then, oh, this hasn't worked and I'm on to the next thing. That's not the way this that's not the way this works. It would be a lot easier if it was, but unfortunately it's not. It's that self-discipline and the ability to keep going on something and keep those good habits up throughout the year that are going to make such a difference in your life, and you will be able to achieve everything that you've ever wanted to if you can get your mindset right and that dedication to follow through. And don't forget to surround yourself with amazing people. Who you surround yourself is who you surround yourself with is basically it's everything. It's like they say you're like the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with, and the people that we are with on a daily basis, whether we like it or not, their influence is going to have a huge impact on us and effectively our success. So if you surround yourself with people who aren't going anywhere and can't be bothered and don't want to achieve anything and just go through life not really caring, then unfortunately that is going to have a negative impact on you. It's kind of like osmosis, that their energies, whether it be good or bad, it kind of just infiltrates into the surrounding environment, and it's very easy to end up surrounding yourself with the wrong type of people just almost by accident, like as a default as such. But be very mindful of it, and if you do one thing next year, watch who you surround yourself with, because that will totally make or break whether you're going to be a success or not. It's also, as you go along, it's actually really important to kind of take stock and reflect. Obviously action and doing lots of things and working really hard is a massive part of it, but also you need to be seeing what's working, like what's not working, and where you're at, and whether you need to change and adjust and adapt as you go along. Because even if you have a plan for all the things that you need to do, stuff's going to come up. So things are going to come up that you didn't necessarily see coming. So you need to allocate certain amounts of time to be able to review where you're at. Don't just sort of go through the year blindly doing your plan that you think is going to work, and then you get towards the end of the year and it turns out that wasn't working. You have to keep analysing, you have to keep checking in and seeing where you're at with things and measuring your progress. I'm very much into measuring statistics, and because if you can't measure it, how can you really improve it if you can't see its metrics? So I think that it's incredibly important along the way to stop and take stock of effectively where you are, so you don't get too far through the year and realise it's not working. Or, having said that, if it is working as well, you need to reflect and see what it is that's working and just do more of it. Now, while we're all on this sort of success and improvement and goal setting mindset, it is actually very important and something that mustn't be overlooked and mustn't be forgotten to look after yourself. and self-care and your own well-being. In the past, I haven't been brilliant at this. I'm working on it and I'm getting a lot better, but I think there's the whole sort of hustle culture and where you've got to be working all the time, super flat out working, and that's the only way you're going to achieve your dreams. And yes, hard work of course is really important. It's just part and parcel with entrepreneurship and with achieving big things. But you do have to at times take a little bit of a break, like just a mental break. Because I find when I do take a little bit of I stop, not for a long time, but when I do stop for a little bit, I actually find that my brain kind of settles down and I have some of my best ideas and it just all comes flooding through to me. Whereas when you're completely on this, like effectively a hamster wheel, I would say, it can be incredibly wearing and your brain stops coming up with like innovative ideas. It's just effectively just sort of going through the motions and it's not very creative. So please don't forget to look after yourself. I'm still a work in progress on this, and I mustn't forget it either. But don't you forget it, because it will ultimately help you achieve more and more over a longer period of time. You know, this is life's a marathon, it's not a sprint, and you have to pace yourself a little bit. You can't completely wear yourself out in month one. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and that you do make next year your best year ever. I'm right behind you. I hope you fulfill all your dreams and achieve everything that you want to achieve, because it's all about mindset and belief. If you follow these strategies, you can do it. So if you did like this video, please like and subscribe below, and also just let me know like what your dreams are, and maybe like how you found this to help, or if you enjoyed any of these topics, or if there's anything that you want me to talk about in the future, then please comment below and I will see you very soon. I hope you have a great start to the year.